Hey, I'm Holly Taylor. Let's get back into NeoCab and go back to work. We still don't have really any answers on what happened to Savy, so hopefully we get some too. It's night 5, which I feel like is getting to be quite a while. 5 nights. 5 nights since my best friend became a fugitive and left me to fend for myself in Automation City. But the city felt different tonight. I couldn't put my finger on it. There was this energy in the air. A tension, stoic buildup. Text from Liam. Stuck in the protest madness. Can I get a rescue? The Radix action. Azul's weird warnings made sense now. Trapped in protest. Getting scary. Can you get me? Oh, this is from Allie. I don't think we know Allie yet. Allie too? What was she doing at an anti-cap event? Do we know Allie and I've just forgotten about her? My phone pinged again. What was going on? New message from unknown. Lina. It's Savy. Savy! Oh my god, Bunny, I'm so sorry. I've been trying to find a safe way to text. Need your help. Oh my god, it's amazing to talk to you. Where are you? It's really complicated right now. Need help. Please tell me where you are. Can't say right now. Is this really you, though, Savvy? Trust me, it's me. I had to trash my old phone. Can't risk using the camera or would send you a pic. But seriously, who the fuck else calls you L Bunny? I just need to make sure. It's been a weird week. Literally ask me anything. What was my fattest cat's name? Oh my god, you're so paranoid. Consuela, and she was super mean. Okay, maybe it's you? When we were 17, a gang of stupid rich boys yelled at you from their gross white pedo van. Called you a bitch, slut, dyke, etc. You came to me crying and you wanted to move or whatever. And I said, fuck that, we can teach them a lesson. So your girl tracked them down and found their bullshit man cave frat house. Are you convinced yet? Kinda. Why is Lina so... I mean, this seems like very specific information, and if it's true, who else would know that? We found their van parked up back and came fucking locked and loaded. You with your glitter bomb, me with my spray paint. That van looked way better with its new paint job. Trust fund maggots. We fucked that shit up. We're lucky they didn't see us. Why are we getting so far into this? I just want to know where she is. They're lucky you didn't let me slash their tires. I was so ready, but you were there to stop me from going too crazy. Always am, always will be. You're the best. I want to see you, Savvy. Finally! Okay, this is super urgent, actually. Are you in your car? My friends need a NeoCab now. The Sophie's protest is a fucking mess. Everyone within 5 blocks is getting gassed. Open your app. Do you see Jace? He needs to get out. Jace? But where are you? In a safe place, but I can't leave. Lina, please just get him now. We can meet up after. Soon. Okay, I'll see if I can even find him. You're my favorite. I'm gonna check the journal real quick. Here's a drawing of the van that they vandalized. I've always got your back, Chica. Okay, we had text from Liam and Allie, and now we're supposed to get Jace, but they seem to all be in the same area. I kind of want to get Liam because he's always so great to me, and I kind of want to get Allie because she's new, but I mean, alright, it like won't even let me select. Okay. Here's Jace. He's only got 2 stars. I don't know what to do. I don't have a full charge, but it looks like I can pick up any of them. I wonder if I'd be able to come back. Okay, Allie's going pretty close to this super cheap charge station. I'm just gonna check her out. I hope this doesn't ruin anything by not getting Jace right away. The streets flashed red and blue with the lights of LOPD cruisers. Broken glass and trampled cardboard signs littered the sidewalks. Driving past, I caught only hints of words on the protest signs. Cars, blood, Capra. A pair of cops shoved a screaming protester into a car as others herded stragglers away from the scene. However bad this had gotten, it looked like things were coming to an end. LOPD blockades sent me on a detour through streets still hazy with what I hoped wasn't tear gas. Even with my windows up, I could hear the roar of the crowd from blocks away. The protest had become a riot. People were angry, afraid, and very, very loud. I wasn't sure I could get to Allie, but if she was in the middle of this, I at least had to try. I found a quiet spot just out of range of the chaos and walked there. Or waited there. Yeah, don't get out of your car just right now. Allie, trying to get to you. Please don't cancel. On my way. Okay, so I can't pick up Liam too. Can I just text him and say, hey, like, I'm right here? Worry fluttered in my chest. All I knew was that the crowd had gotten dangerous, but there was no way to tell which way the tide had turned. How would they respond to seeing a neocab? I saw Allie stumble out from behind a building, looking over her shoulder. She ran past a couple in matching Radix jackets and all but dove headfirst into the back seat. It took me a second to register that she was still wearing the suit. Okay, I think maybe this is automated dialogue as if I had picked her up previously. Or no, I have picked her up. Okay, I just didn't remember her. She was the first girl I saw with, like, screens in front of her face. Okay, maybe I didn't like her that much. Still with Capra. Okay, I kind of wish I hadn't picked her up now. I was so disappointed. Lina! Oh my god, Lina, you're here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What's happening out there? It's bad, for real. It's gotten, like, really, really violent. People are smashing Capras. Like, the cars, they're destroying them. They're breaking windows and who's doing this? I don't know, Radix and other people, and they're just, it's so bad. What are you doing out here? A protest is no place for surveys. I'm not doing surveys anymore. Then what are you doing? Capra called us in to head office when people started showing up for the protest. People were like projecting stuff on walls, death to Capra, or Sophie deserves better. They were even shining like blood-stained filters onto Capra Tower. Not a bad take. Yeah, I know. Then we heard some people were going after Capras, like beating up on the cars, with passengers inside. As good as it would probably feel to take a crowbar to a Capra, I had to admit that sounded scary. Who would do that? People like you. Whoa. Sorry. That came out wrong. I hope so. I just mean anti-caps, you know? People get so wrapped up hating Capra, they don't even see the people inside the cars anymore. Or the people inside the suits. She had a point. I'd been like her once. And maybe being dumped into unemployment by Capra had taught me my lesson, but she wasn't there yet. Did someone help them? Yes, the cops came, but our manager, like the head of Capra's surveillance, said we had to get out there. They just pushed us out and fed us directions through the headset. They didn't tell us anything but where to go. And to just plant ourselves in front of whatever was happening. Capra really knows how to treat their employees. Total opacity. I can't say opacity. Irrefutable orders. I know. Wherever they sent me, people were breaking the law. Or being really noisy. Or scary. I wasn't doing surveys or anything. I don't get it. So you just went along with it? Yeah, I mean, it's my job. I can't control what Capra's gonna do. I couldn't tell if she was truly that naive or just trying to worm out of any responsibility. Either way, I had to say something. They sent you anywhere people were getting riled up, right? So you scan their faces, record their names, catch them on camera. Then boom, bulletproof evidence for when Capra tracks them down to prosecute. Maybe. I don't know. Come on, we both know you're smarter than that. But it's not really me. It's just the suit. Just the suit? This is how Capra wins, by getting good people to compromise. Just the suit. The suit that she'd plugged into my car. The suit she was still wearing, that was still recording my every word. Capturing my face. And sending it all back to sit like a trap inside a Capra server. Chills ran up my neck of how much I'd said already. Had I said Savy's name on this ride, if they had any evidence I was in touch with a wanted criminal, then they had evidence I'd committed a felony. Lina? I'm worried about the suit. I can turn it off. I bet Capra never turns off. I don't trust it. Lina, come on. You can trust me, Gig Sisters. It's not you, Allie. It's just the suit. The job isn't the best, I know, but it's all I've got. What do you want me to do? Should I make her strip down in my car? Leave Capra. We've talked about this before. I can't do that. I can't afford to lose my job. Allie, if that thing is tracking me, I could lose everything. And you know I can't explain more than that. I couldn't believe she hadn't put it together from Savy's wanted posters already. If I say the wrong thing or do the wrong thing or say the wrong name around you, there's too much at risk. Please, I just need to get home. Allie, I'm sorry. If the anti-caps erratics see me, people are losing it out there. And if I take it off, they'll fire me for sure. I looked at her in the rear view, her eyes pleading with me. It felt like every time I saw her, things were falling apart. For her, for me. And it always came back to Capra. If I click this, is it gonna kick her out of the car? Okay, I guess I have to. I'm so sorry, I can't. Are you serious? I'm sorry, but Capra is using you. I'm not going to let them use me too. Of course I want to get another job, but Capra owns everything anyway. And it's not me in a suit. If it's not me in a suit, it'll just be someone else. That sounds a lot like giving up to me. I like you. I want to be gig sisters and everything. But sister, you need a new gig. I get it. You can text me later if you want to talk. Her movements were slow, a little dazed, and she reached for the door. Maybe the few blocks we'd driven had at least put her out of the thick of it. Until Capra sent her right back into spy, that is. Thanks anyway, I guess. I hope you get out of all of this. Your job isn't worth your safety, okay? Sure. Allie stepped out and walked away. The glow of her suit lit a small group of protest stragglers. They did not look happy to see Allie. Did I make the right choice? More like she didn't leave me any choice. I guess she could always call Capra. That was kind of harsh. I wish I hadn't picked up Allie. I hope I can still go back and get both Liam and Jace. 3 stars. So much for solidarity. Vote no, vote yes. Okay, where am I? Oh, okay. Shoot, now I lost Jace. Oh, is this the clinic I need to go to? Who's this guy? Sam, that's the guy I lent money to. Alright, I'll go fill up like I was going to after I dropped off Allie at her original destination. Shoot, I really feel like I lost a huge opportunity by not getting Jace. Alright, let's see what happens when I go to this clinic to drop off the pills that the hot doctor left in my car. I followed Carlos's directions to his clinic, a little storefront in Frontero. Nothing to look at from the outside. Inside, that was a different story. Do I have a thing for illegal doctors? Is that just who I am now? Now there's the patient I wanted to see today. Patient? Really? Hey. Nice place you have here. Thanks. Not really my place, though. Nobody really owns it. We're 100% funded by donations. Small money only. The community, the patients, me. We all have a hand in keeping this place open for folks. Thanks. You don't know what a relief it is to have these back. I owe you one. You did say something about my feel grid. I'll be straight with you. I'm not a believer in those things. Yeah, it's important to be in touch with your feelings, but that in touch? Seems like a prescription for anxiety in itself. A friend gave it to me. I don't think I could throw it away. Well, hold up. Job like yours, I imagine it's stressful. I mean, I know it is. I can see the evidence. That's why I asked you to come by. I've got something that can get you back in the green. What are you talking about? Something that will make me feel happier? Exactly. Okay, and how illegal is it? Lina, who do you think you're dealing with? I give up. What is it? Well, it's all natural. And it's you, Lina. The neocab driver taking a couple minutes out of your busy schedule. Away from all those packs, all their lives and their issues, just leaving all that at the door. To spend some time with one Carlos Wong, consistently ranked by national magazines as the most chill, least judgmental guy in LO. And who is here and interested in whatever you might have to say. Man, my flirting has really paid off. I'm listening. So we spent almost a full hour that somehow felt both like 5 minutes and 5 hours at the same time, drinking tea and swapping professional horror stories. At least my packs only spilled their guts figuratively. I think he's an okay guy, who stands an okay chance of ending up in prison. I want to keep talking, but I think my next appointment's about to kick down the door. You know what it's like with dysentery. I really don't. Try and keep it that way. Hot tip, you know that restaurant down in the Steve Model Village? I'd skip it. Before you go, it's your first time here, so I gotta give you the standard spiel. I told you we're entirely funded by donations, right? Payments for appointments are optional. Always will be. Keeps folks coming in when they need help. Patients who can donate, though, we do ask in a very chill way that they think it over. I know it's awkward, but we ask because we believe what we do here is important. If you want to donate, if you don't, that's entirely up to you, and there's no judgment coming from here. Wait, was that all an appointment? Did he only want to see me for an appointment? Was Carlos just my therapist? A sign on the wall suggested a donation of 20 coin for an hour. Honestly, I didn't know this was an appointment. Oh, you're right. I didn't make that clear at all, did I? I can see how that was confusing. That's my bad. That's on me. Talking to someone is definitely a form of medicine, at least from where I sit. And it seemed like it would help you. But honestly, this talk helped me too. So forget about the donation, okay? Don't sweat it. Thanks. This place will always be here for you too, Lina. And so will I. So I guess it wasn't a hot date, but that's okay. Seems like we're buds. Man, okay. Gideon, I loved driving Gideon, that girl in the weird suit. Who's this guy? Anthony. I don't think we've met him before. He's, I think, actually, no, I'm wrong. Fiona, I kind of just want to get Gideon. I like her. All quiet in DeKalb County. Nobody on the street. No lights on in the mansion. No sign of Gideon anywhere. Strange. Hopefully my favorite little cyborg Antifa is doing okay. In a flash, the gate swung open and Gideon flew into the car. Hey, kid. Yeah, okay, let's go. Is everything alright? No. Yes. Can I be super honest with you? I know I don't, know you, not really. But you're the only one who can help me. So you have to. What do you need? I only have 2 hours until Yancy wakes up from her wine coma. So she can shut me down remotely, and then I won't be able to move at all. So here's where you come in. I'm listening. My aunt, Yancy, hates her. She knows how to get me out of the suit. She's super good with tech. She's an IT. She's an IT manager. I thought you couldn't get out of that suit until you're 18. Yeah, you're not supposed to. If I try it before then, it notifies the cops. I let her continue. Sally says the Kindermechs have a known vulnerability and she's figured out how to exploit it. Her apartment's on Northbrook in Little... I can't pronounce this. I'm sorry. Terrible at pronunciation. Little Green Complex. Really ugly. I'll point it out when we're close. This is my chance, Lina. But we gotta go now. And what happens when your mom sees that you're not wearing the suit? Oh my god, I'm not going back, Lina. I'm getting the fuck away from my fascist fucking mother. Supreme Court won't emancipate me, so I'm gonna do it. This is a really big deal, Gideon. Have you thought this through? Yes. And I know way more about this than you do. I'm not spending another day in this. I don't want to stay in it, Lina. I need to get out. Come on, we gotta move, please. What will you do if you get out? Start my life? I don't know, go traveling. Kiss boys, punch boys, go swimming. I could go in the ocean. You've never been in the ocean? Wearing this, I'd sink. I want to help her, and it's just giving me all these choices that are kind of anti-help. Why do your mom and your aunt hate each other? Oh my god, there's not enough time in the world to get into that. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Something caught Gideon's eye. A light had come on in the house. Lina, we gotta go now. Alright, let's get you out of that thing. Yes, floor it. Yes, 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 floor it, bitch. I'm so sorry. I thought that would sound okay. I took side streets to her aunt's apartment just in case. All I could think about were the memories I wouldn't have if I'd been in a kindermech as a kid. No cutting class to go see the Buddhist sand mandalas. Pretty much every concert would have been off limits. And it definitely wouldn't have let me attend that anti-Capra rally in my prom dress with Savy. Aunt Sally's place was very green and right above a chicken joint and a nail salon. Guess the family fortune wasn't so evenly distributed. The teenager running the chicken place stuffed wings into bright red boxes behind bulletproof glass. A couple in black jackets eating on the sidewalk might have been on a date. I knew this was the right choice. I was freeing her. A woman waved at us from the sidewalk. That's her. There was a definite family resemblance. Thank the gods. Do you want me to get out of the car with you? No, I'm okay. Thank you. I watched Gideon's aunt wrap her arms around the kindermech shell and lead Gideon inside. All I could see of her was the bulk of the suit, but somehow I could tell she was crying. The couple on the sidewalk opened a packet of hot sauce and watched her like it was all a meme. I wasn't sure if I'd ever see Gideon again, but I hoped I would. Lina, you changed my life. Words are not enough. It was well after midnight. I'd met my ride quota. I'm in the deep green. Definitely gonna push on. Man, I just seriously regret picking up Allie. I wish Jace would just show up on the map. I wonder if going back to this club would do me any good. Alright. I'll charge up. I'll go to the club, see if anything happens. And then I guess I'll just pick up a random person, if not. Azul's probably just going to turn me away again. Oh, perfect. It's you again. What a treat this is for me. Hi, Azul. Just had a couple more questions. Goody. Let's get this over with. Azul was as hard to read as ever. I knew I was testing their patience, but I had to get answers somewhere. No, same thing. I don't know why they even put you through that initial dialogue when... Or even let you select the club as a destination once you've reached the end of the options. Okay, we've got this crazy weird worm guy that I do not want to get. This is the guy... Oh no, this is Klaus. This is the weirdo. I don't want to get him. This guy... Oh, we can't get him. We need 5 stars. Okay, I guess we're going to go with Klaus again. He's the guy who... He and his friend... Oh my gosh, I can't select it. Why is this so difficult? Klaus and his friend are the ones who thought that... They were convinced that I was not human. And I forget what star rating they gave me, but I don't think it was 5 stars. Klaus got in the car with Merrick again. Both of them seemed pretty busy with their phones. Silence. Rude, or did they still think I was a robot? I'm just not going to interact with them if I don't have to. I checked their destination. The Capra Embassy, the flagship where you get a store discount if you roll up in a Capra. Should I tell them or deny Capra the chance to poach my packs? You know you get a discount at the embassy if you arrive in a Capra? Yes, normally that is true, but tonight is different. This is an exciting night for me. We are lining up for White Rock. It launches tomorrow evening. Yes, so of course we must waste our day until then sitting on a sidewalk. What's White Rock? Exactly, that is the question. Are you asking sincerely? Yes. Then I will tell you that it is Capra's code name for the new product. What product? We will only find out when it goes on sale tomorrow evening. You came all the way from Germany for a product launch? No, I have for 16 years lived here in Los Ojos. I've never even been to Germany. Merrick is a Polish name. What do you do in Los Ojos? Oh, work. This is not a subject that interests us. You don't even know what it is you're buying? No, nobody knows. This is Capra's way. Everything is a secret. It is deeply cynical, deeply manipulative. Yes, but deeply successful also. Nailed it. But what if the thing sucks? Of course it will. But it does not matter to them because they are confident that nobody will ever switch to a Nox. Perhaps, but that is not the point. I can explain. But imagine that there is a piece of important news. This news could be about the world or even your life. Everyone you know will be talking about this news. However, you do not know what this news is. It is not important whether the news is good or bad, but you must know it. Yeah, I'm not really following. I don't really get it. Of course not. What is there to get? You see it clearly. We are wasting our time. You really don't mind waiting in line for so long? Did you ever wait in line for something? Yeah. What for? The Pink Leather reunion concert. I was 19. Savy and I snuck in flasks of our own special pink drink. It was mostly fruit punch. Who? They were a band. Still, we had people begging us for the recipe by the end of the night. No, they were more than just a band. There, you see, you did line up for something. And that experience, did you love it very much? I guess I did. Lina, that's great. I bet I can guess what White Rock is. Please do. Smart contacts, and they fuse them to your eyeballs? You think we are lining up for eye surgery? I'm not letting Capra near my eyes again. Again. I bet they acquired Feel Grid. Or they're coming out with their own free version with ads. I think that is a very good guess. Very in character. But we cannot buy a free product. No, that is true. It's gonna be a new phone, guys. I don't know. Is Capra suddenly in the business of making quality phones? Well, there is always hope. I don't know why it's just like reshuffling these. Hypertrain. They are working on a hypertrain. Perhaps it is related. We cannot buy a hypertrain from Capra Embassy. I don't know, some drone thing? You mean the next Crispin? Or an alternative to Crispin? I'm not sure. There has been very positive feedback about Crispin. That's good to know things are going well with Crispin. Things are hardly going well with Crispin. A wearable that changes your DNA. I don't know, like a ring? You twist it and your hair color changes? Imagine going into that line a human and coming out with a tail. A tail at last. Now that would make this experience worthwhile. This is getting annoying. A wearable that changes your clothing. If DNA is too hard. Oh, we have been down that road before. Certain voices say it is impossible, but it is in their interest to say as much. Do you know to whom we refer? We cannot talk about this further in public. You can make phone calls while you're in the shower. No, I do not. Let me finish. The other person doesn't hear the water. And it's a hologram, and it puts clothes on the hologram. It's possible. But that would be a firmware upgrade. Not a new product. No, you're right. Dino DNA. What? She is joking. I pretended I was kidding. Yeah, I'm kidding. We pulled up at the Capra Embassy. I felt like burning some sage to dispel the dark forces. Oh no. The line was already pretty long. Kids lounged in anchored heated Capra cars while Capra drones circulated with trays of domestic beer. Move quickly. There's still room. I see it. You can make it. We're going. Merrick lunged into one of the empty cars just before a pack of roller teens closed in. Seeing the line of happy wannabe customers giving up their time and energy on top of a hefty amount of coin just to be the biggest Capra devotee, I wondered what else the shiny blue logo could get us to give up. Alright, it's probably gonna kick me out of the regular map and make me get a hotel. 5 stars. Smart and sensible driver, offering good conversation and opinions. I think that is distinctly different from his last rating. Alright, well, I still can't afford the fancy pants hotel. I'm just gonna stay in this close Capra capsule. I think I woke up feeling really rested, if not super happy, the last time. I hated giving my money to Capra. It's literally sleeping with the enemy, and in a weird human beehive at that. Still, the other day was one of the best sleeps I'd had in Los Ojos. Of course, there'd always be a place in my heart for Luisa's mattress. The kiosk directed me to elevator 4, capsule 450. I settled into the capsule. Within seconds, the Athena voice rang in my ears. Good evening, Lina. What? I don't remember going to sleep at all. The screen claimed I'd been down for over 7 hours. What did they do to me? I felt rested, if a bit uneasy. Alright, back on the road, night 6. Again, I have no idea what happens to our daytimes. I felt more than recharged. I felt energized, like the pale yellow-green on my field grid was a little battery pack, and I hadn't even had my caffeine yet. I checked my phone for another message from Savy the second I woke up. Nothing. New message from Savy. Lina, are you there? I'm scared. Please let me know as soon as you get this. I'm here. What do you need? Oh my god, thank you, thank you. I need your help. I'm running out of time. Just one more thing, and then this will all be over. I stole something big, but it's locked, encrypted. How can I help? Can we meet up? I gotta stay in hiding until we crack these files open. Can you just do one thing for me? Anything to help. Can you deliver the files to someone who can help, please? I might know someone. I met this, quantum hacker. She can crack anything, apparently. Perfect. Don't say any more here. Can you get to them now? I'll text her ASAP. You are amazing. Tell her we have 4 terabytes of data, ridiculously strong encryption, and no passphrase. Ridiculously. Tell her it's life or death that we read these files. When can you get me the files? 1 sec, I'll tell you. Text me if your friend is for real, then we can finally meet up. I'll send you a pin. You got this? I got this. Amazing. Great. So step 1, getting the files, is super easy because you already have them. I left them on that field grid I gave you. Okay. I had to think fast. Please don't be mad. I'll explain everything. Just get here soon. Good luck. Is this Una? Who's this? Oh, so Merrick is separate now. Okay, but Una is the quantum hacker we were talking about. So let's go get her. No more detours after that alley fiasco. Hello, Lina. Old friend, loyal driver. Why, hello, Una, darling. How's reality? Slightly better. I've been setting people up on blind dates. Have they worked out? I've received reports of 2 thrown drinks and 1 near fistfight. So, yes. Thanks for agreeing to meet on such short notice. Sorry if I sounded a bit frantic. Certainly entropic. I'm curious to say the least. In truth, I hoped I might see you again. You seem to make a timeline more interesting rather than less. It's a bit too interesting lately. I'd love to have one really boring week, with great tips and a real bed. But you need a passphrase. Yes. Badly. My friend says it's life or death. Somehow, it always is. Okay, so have you ever seen one of these bracelets before? Oh dear, yes. Very on trend, Lina. Feels good, isn't it? Feel grid. That's right. Hot new social startup recently acquired by Capra for an obscene sum. Full assets to blood data, terrible privacy policy. I wouldn't get within 10 nanometers of it. I wasn't exactly informed about any of that, okay? It was a gift. I didn't know Capra owned them. It just sounded fun to know something new about myself and maybe share it, right? I'm not trying to scold you. Just take this as a reminder that all new technology is a meeting at a crossroads, a bargain. And you're sure to get something out of it, some new insight, some power, but... Well, you know the story. What deal did we make this time? It's not my deal. I don't even know the details yet, and that might be for the best. I felt my heart skip a beat, a flash of instinct that whatever Savy was doing could get me into a world of trouble. Maybe Una knew I'd been wearing stolen tech the entire time. Maybe she had sensed it. I just know there are encrypted files stashed away in the bracelet. Can you take a look? I already am. This field grid wireless protocol is amateurish at best, a total pushover. Now this file doesn't belong. Charlie Elliott? Charlie, that makes a ton of sense. Una stared into her hollow space, murmuring to herself. Yes, this file is something else. Military-grade quantum encryption enforced by the underlying medium. To attempt to read this without the passphrase would be to destroy its contents. You know, it's just light inside your little bangle. A tangle of photons twisted up tighter than you can imagine. A tiny hall of mirrors. Can you open it? Easily. So you can just break into it? Oh dear, no. Impossible. Thankfully, I won't have to decrypt it. Huh? Don't worry. What I mean is, I'm going to open this the easy way, using its passphrase. We don't know the passphrase. Let me ask you something. If you had an infinite amount of time, how would you obtain the passphrase? Just keep guessing? Exactly right. My dear, you have the knack for quantum statistics. But we don't have an infinite amount of time, do we? To say the least. To speed things along, I'll try every passphrase at once. Using... math? No, it's much more muscular than that. I still don't understand. There's a way of making the worlds, I should say, go a bit fuzzy. It takes quite a lot of practice, but... Una's eyes went glassy. Ah. There they are. If she was doing some sort of deep quantum computation, it didn't look like much. In fact, it just looked like a bored pack staring out the window. Quiet, I'm working. I didn't say anything. You did in another timeline very close to this one. Shh. I had never been scolded for something an alternate version of me had done. It felt unfair, but also sort of awesome. Maybe it was my imagination, but a chill seemed to settle in the car. Una was deep inside herself. Or outside herself, ranging through other worlds, farther and farther away from this one. Trying a different passphrase in each one. Any luck out there? Una emerged from her trance. Well, lucky us. That only took a few quadrillion attempts. Did you get the passphrase? Oh, yes. I got it. That's amazing. Ah, but I failed so many times. 5 quadrillion attempts and change. It takes a lot out of you. So what's the passphrase? The passphrase is, well, it's a bit melodramatic. They usually are. It's Pilgrims crossed airless Saharas. Pilgrims crossed airless Saharas. All lowercase with spaces. Better write that down in your journal, my dear. Just like that, I had it. What exactly are you going to do with this passphrase? Bring down a company, I hope. Oh, that's good. That's very good. Bring down a company and anything could happen. A whole tangle of new timelines. There's always collateral damage, though, isn't there? I don't mind that. From a certain point of view, the whole universe is collateral damage from the Big Bang. That's quite a point of view. Well, you know how this works. You're in my debt now. Oh, really? Of course, this is a very basic story. You ask a favor of the witch. Later, you pay the price. Ah, got it. Good. That means I won't have to turn you into a toad. If that's all, then, we're right up here, dear. Thank you. You're quite welcome. Please make some interesting choices now. Una scooched a bit as if she was going to leave, but then, instead, she spoke. My dear, there's something I need to tell you. I sat here, scouring all those timelines, and everything changed all around us. In one, a meteor crashed into Los Ojos. In another, a giant mutant worm rose up from below. Aganon was for real? Those weren't even the most unusual events. But through it all, there was a second phrase that seemed almost to match. This phrase wouldn't decrypt the drive you gave me, but it felt somehow entangled with its fate. Does the phrase, trust fund maggots, mean anything to you? What? I can't say more than that. I've seen what happens if I do. But perhaps I can say, your emotions are not your own. Give me a better clue than that. No, that's all I can say. Goodbye, Lina. Una swept out of the car. She didn't zig and zag randomly like before, but walked briskly in a straight line, getting away fast. I had the passphrase. It was time to see Savy. My favorite of all adjacent Linas. Well, I got my 5-star rating back. I could pick up Luke now if I wanted to. Pilgrims crossed airless Saharas. Alright, options haven't changed too much except for Savy's location. I think I might have to charge up first. This might be the end of the game. I don't know. Can I make it here? Alright, I'll just fill up here. I'm probably getting close to the end, so I don't really need to worry about spending my money, but it's okay. Still want to get the best price. Alright, Let's go see if this was the real Savy texting me. What's gonna happen? So this was where she'd been all along. A lonely shipping container set apart from a sea of clones. A cloud of sage incense hit me the moment I cracked the door. That smell took me back to when we first became friends, sitting cross-legged in Savy's bedroom, whispering about her parents and drinking wine she took from work. L Bunny. You found me. Oh my god, Savy, what is going on? So much, just so much. I promise I'll explain everything. Did it work? Did you get the passphrase? She smiled at me and her feel grid glowed like a small sun on her face. It was so good to see her. I just needed a few answers first. Yes, but can I ask you something? These are all good questions. Why did you give me... Lina, it would take too long to explain. The answers are all in those files, I promise. Thank you so much for getting the passphrase, by the way. I don't trust her. Can you tell it to me now so we can get to work? She was avoiding my question, but honestly, with Capra, she probably had a point about it being super complicated. At least tell me why you stashed your stolen docs with me. I had no choice. Plus, I knew no one would suspect you. You just got here and you drive neocab. You're practically a ghost. Don't get upset. I just meant I knew you'd be fine. And you are, right? I'm just glad this is going to be over soon. It will be. I promise. Let's at least have a look at what we got, shall we? It can't hurt to take a peek. Yes, let me see if my laptop is still paired to that thing. My field grid buzzed as she connected to its onboard storage. It figured she'd still have access since she'd hid the files there in the first place. Hey Athena, unpack Charlie Elliot ... Athena, this file is encrypted. Please say or enter the passphrase. You got me the magic word, so it's only fair you do the honors, right? I don't know. I don't know what the right choice is. Should I just give it to her? Hey Athena, the passphrase is Pilgrims crossed airless Saharas. What's it doing? It's totally working. Oh, Capra, you are so fucked. My palms got sweaty as soon as I saw it. A massive trove of chat logs, docs, schematics. All watermarked Capra Confidential in block letters. Whoa. You're sure we'll find that smoking gun in there? Like a million smoking guns. Did Charlie tell you what he does? No, he said it was a secret. But he definitely kept talking about how he couldn't talk about it. Exactly, he's inner circle. Capra's up to some shady shit, I just know it. I'd had my share of revenge fantasies about Capra, but now that we were actually doing something, it felt incredible. Gotcha. What'd you find? Shit, never mind. Blah blah, meeting notes, reports. Come on, I know you've got dirt in here, Charlie. Maybe there isn't any? He seemed okay. No way, he's a Capra shill through and through. Dude was way too squirrely not to be hiding some serious shit. I've just got to find something big enough to be a whistleblower. And not just, like, a criminal. It was just like Savy to leap first and come up with a plan on the way down. I'm just seeing offshore accounts, golden parachutes for executive harassers, forged safety reports. Just? Run-of-the-mill corporate stuff, trust me. We need something juicier. Something we can use. She had a point. The only way out of this was to find something big enough to justify the whole property theft thing. There was Una's weird message. Or what would Gideon do with a cache of internal Capra files? These are all good options. Hey Athena, search for Sophie. Yes, brilliant. Oh my god, are you seeing this? Documents spilled into the hollow space in front of Savy. If even one of them had something big. Pay dirt. Look, a report from Charlie, some pilot program called Project Sophie. No way that's not shady, right? Whoa. Lina. This is... I thought back to my conversation with Azul. Were they wrong? Did Capra really have Sophie killed? I knew Capra would do anything to make sure Sophie's law passed, but this is cynical even for them. This is so fucked. Wait, what's it say? Capra acquired Fieldgrid a year ago. Total stealth acquisition, no public knowledge. Are you serious? They've been harvesting my emotional data this entire time? Yours, mine, all in real time. A live diary of how we feel in our bones, streaming to the highest bidder. That is gross. That's not even half of it. Listen in to this bit on emotional priming. Each ad unit is customized to the viewer's current state, from passing billboards to holospace overlays to the backseat of every Capra car. Some sellers will want to target customers in negative or vulnerable states, while others cater to a relaxed or even an elated consumer profile. Blue users respond most strongly to commercial messaging for alcohol, junk food, or VR escorts. Status items and vacation packages, if we're yellow, of fucking course. What does any of this have to do with Sophie? Project Sophie. This looks like out and out electioneering. Wait, what? Listen to this. Our generative advertorial network creates customized images, slogans, and even full campaigns so that we can proactively steer individuals into the desired effective state. So they can push us into whatever color suits them? More or less, their neural net experiments on you until it knows your most reliable triggers. It's factored into their whole network. Billboards, music, even ambient light timbre of a Capra capsule. I thought of the sea of blue field grids from the vigil, and how Liam said Capra was handing them out. Which means whenever you pick up your phone, or when you're taking that Capra car to your polling place, they're already priming me. Every article I read, every song I hear, every sign I pass. So when you're casting that vote, they'll have you exactly where they want you. How do they want me? Depends. Could be angry or scared, blissed out or pacified. Whatever moves you into their voting block. It all made a terrible kind of sense. This crosses a line, right? This is automated psychological manipulation. Election laws, too. They've made every tiny micro advert an undeclared political message. And we've got the receipts. We've got the receipts. This is what we use to steal the final news cycle back from Capra. We leak this and it floods the zone. The vote is crazy close right now. If we wake up a few thousand pro-Capra sheeple, or just convince them to stay home, then boom. Capra's brand gets 2 black eyes and their car ban is dead in LO, probably everywhere. I could see it all playing out in my head. Savy might just get away with it, Sophie's law would fail, and the world would see how Capra abused their power. Maybe they'd even lose some of it. Now we just leak it to your contact, sit back, and watch. You should text them now. Which contact? The one who gave you the password. She's like some ex-Capra whiz, right? Unless you know someone better? I thought of Liam. It seemed like he'd know what to do with this kind of thing. But no, something was bothering me. How did you know that about Una? You told me about her, or maybe I heard her name around Capra. She used to work for them, right? No, she's ex-Capra for sure. Look, don't worry about it. Just say it was an anonymous courier job. Neocab does those, right? No one will ever know it was us. Are you with me or not? Hell yes, anything to take down Capra. Yeah, that's my girl bringing the fire. So we just make sure we give the files to someone with a following, an influencer. As long as they've got a following and are anti-Capra enough to take the heat. Then Sophie's law goes down and Capra doesn't get total control of everyone. At least not right now. I knew Savy was right. We had to let the public know. It was the chance of a lifetime. To take the stacked deck and reshuffle the cards in our favor, just this once. There was just one major problem. Your face is still plastered on every billboard in the city. How are you going to make the handoff? My luck is taking me this far. You know you're not safe out there. It'll be fine. I'm willing to risk it. We just need to move quickly. Savy, you aren't listening. I said I'm willing to risk it. You're taking a risk with both our lives, Saviest. Wait, what are you trying to say? I'm going solo. I'll make the drop-off. You stay here. You'll be safe. I'll be safe. Radix wins. Everyone wins. You want to do this without me? This isn't your fight, Lina. But you can let me help just for the last leg, right? Great plan, girl. You go and make history. I'll just twirl my thumbs in this tin can. It's the only way. I don't know why you're being like this, but even if I thought you were doing it for the right reasons, and not just trying to grab the glory, I'm not sure I trust you to pull it off without me. Are you trying to make me feel like shit? I'm not. I'm just being my honest self with you. How will we ever get as close as we used to be if I can't be honest with you? It's like, you're like the least selfish person I know, and I was hoping we could do this together. I mean, after everything I've done for you, just give me this, okay? This could go really, really badly for both of us. Then why are you here? I was worried sick about you. You aren't... This was my idea to bring Radix to the next level, you know? No offense, but you, just got to LO, and I've been working my way up for months. So I just need to do this my way, and then I can bring you in, okay? She wasn't going to budge. I knew from years of watching people get pushed in and out of our little circle, Savy always got her way. I remembered Una's final confusing message to me. Hey Athena, search trust fund maggots. A new folder flew open on her holospace. At first all I saw was my name over and over again in the files. Then there were others I recognized. Liam, Allie, Una, even Klaus and Merrick. What is this? It was just to keep you safe. When I said I'd always have your back, I meant it. As soon as my field grid pulsed deep red, a new file appeared in the folder with a sick ping sound. Yeah, field grids have a backdoor, pretty wide open. Charlie showed me, even more undocumented API. You've been tracking me? You gave me this so you could spy on me? No, not at all. I just thought I'd help you. When I stashed the file on it, I needed to make sure you were safe. So I could signal someone to come get it. Or tell a swarm where to find you if Capra was getting too close. I haven't even listened to anything, I swear. I had to see for myself. Hey Athena, seriously? Are we doing this now? Which one? We already know she knew more about Una than she was supposed to. Let's do Gideon. I just like my conversations with Gideon. Play audio, Gideon. She introduced me to the chief of police, and he was like, "Oh, nice to meet you." And I said, "Fuck off, white supremacist." The blood rushed out of my face. I felt my knees wobble like I was going to be sick or pass out. My heart broke at the betrayal. I don't understand why you do this to me. Do you even understand what a huge violation this is? Oh God, don't give me the sad puppy thing over this. You have nothing to worry about. It was just to keep tabs on the file. I swear, I haven't even looked at what it recorded. So now it's time. We'll leak the Capra files and go get a drink, okay? You don't get it, do you? I'm doing this by myself. Why can't you just trust me? All by yourself, huh? That's not happening. I've worked way too hard to just let you walk out of here without me. You're the one that's been transporting stolen docs for days, remember? And who knows what else is in those recordings. Don't make me turn you in. So everything had come down to this? Finding out my best friend had betrayed me and then having to fight her just to be able to walk away? How was her field grid still a calm green while mine glowed blue? Why was I the one who felt like walking into the ocean? Would you really turn me in, just like that? It's not like I want to. Come on, this isn't us. We're better than this. And this isn't you trying to sabotage me. I know you're better than this because I know you better than you know yourself, girl. You know what I mean? I knew exactly. She knew all my secrets, all my fears, even before she'd spied on me. She knew exactly how to hurt me. But then again, I knew the same things about her, didn't I? If she was going to throw everything she could at me, maybe I had to do the same, or at least try and get her to see the truth about how she treated me. It'd make her mad, and it just might make her give up. I forced myself to take a deep, centering breath. The smallest smirk flickered across her face, still lit in the green glow. You know, you've never really cared about anyone but yourself. Maybe it's because you're an only child or something. But you're not in this world alone, Lina. You rely on others too. That hot doctor, what's his name? He's not that hot. You couldn't even spare a couple of bucks for his free clinic. After he spent his time helping you instead of some poor uninsured kid. It's just all about you, isn't it? You're so selfish. Don't turn this on me. You're the one who crossed the line here. I have the right to set my own boundaries, and if you don't like that, it's not my problem. You can choose whether you want to be my friend or not, but I can choose how much I give anyone. The fact that I'm scared to do this mission with you. I'm just trying to look out for myself, and you should respect that. Wow, great lecture. You should give talks at schools. Boundaries. Wasn't she the one always telling me stories about how she stood up for herself? Guess I absorbed that lesson in a good way. I took a deep breath. This was my opening. If I could push back, I might end this. Selfish is ditching your best friend the moment she moved for you. You're the selfishest, self-centeredest, most self-obsessed person I know. From the moment I showed up in LO, you've alternated between begging me for help and acting like I don't exist. I could tell she was just getting started. It felt like things could go either way. If I let her get to me, she'd never see the truth about herself. This was a new feeling. Savy was the one that was starting to lose her cool. Savy scowled at me, daggers in her eyes. This is exactly why I left you in Cactus Flats. Your emotions are out of control. I get that you're sensitive and all this deep feeling stuff. But you've got to toughen up and rein it in, girl. It's like constantly walking on eggshells around you. You left that poor Capra girl to get mobbed at the riot. And just because you didn't agree with her choices. She could have been hurt. You're so volatile. You must scare half your packs off for good. I'm not going to rehash old fights with you right now. If you want to talk about what happened in Cactus Flats, we can, but not when we're both so upset. What, are you a Buddhist now or something? Trust me, it gets old real fast. Staying calm was keeping me centered. She was saying truly awful things, but I was managing to keep my cool. Fighting like this is pointless. Whatever. I knew there was no way she was going to stop piling it on now. I could almost feel her combing through our past to find her next attack. I had to keep centered or just make her mad enough to back off. This was a new feeling. Savy was the one that was starting to lose her cool. Savy gritted her teeth. You know what the shittiest part of all this is? It's that moment I let you out of my sight, you'll undermine me. You pretend you're so innocent and sweet. You'll do something bad as long as you know you won't get caught. That's basically lying. You're a fraud. At least I'm always real with you. You claim you hate Capra, but you go home with them every night. You're just stressed. You don't mean that. Come on, this isn't like you. This isn't what we're about. I'm sorry you've had such a tough week, okay? Why was I making excuses for her? Why was I apologizing at all? I couldn't believe our big reunion had turned into this. I was losing the energy to keep fighting her. I thought we were better than this. Whatever. She was running out of steam, struggling to find one last barb she could throw at me. Whatever she came up with, I knew it was going to be desperate and mean. I braced for impact. I wasn't sure if I was going to scream or keep it together. This was a new feeling. Savy was the one that was starting to lose her cool. Keeps repeating that. Savy's eyes narrowed. I could tell she was fuming. Lina, it's time to grow up. Stop being a meek little flower. Because right now your fear is keeping you from getting what you deserve. Toughen up. Don't be such a weakling. It's so sad that you're still scared of what people think of you, or what might go wrong. When will you learn that sometimes following the rules just hurts people? You're right, I am scared, and there's nothing wrong with that. The fact that I'm scared to do this mission with you, I'm just trying to look out for myself, and you should respect that. Gee, thanks for the advice. Just forget it, okay? I felt some tension lift from my chest. Was this how it felt to stand up for myself? I had to figure out a way to get through to her. I don't know what you're trying to prove. Whatever. I'd never seen her this angry before. Her mouth was a thin line and her eyes glared fire at me. She'd said things she could never take back. So had I, but I didn't regret a single word. I can't believe how you're acting right now. I feel like I don't even know who you are. I'm sorry, I just need you, okay? She wiped her tears with her sleeve, and I realized I wasn't the one crying this time. I was actually okay. Then my eyes caught her field grid, a deep, angry red. Of course. You can stop fake crying. Your field grid is giving you away. What? It's probably just out of battery or the signal is messed up. Still, her tears suddenly dried up. Since when do we need this thing to know how we're feeling anyway? No one knows me like you do. It's why I love you. I love you too. But that doesn't mean what you think it means. Manipulating? Me? Lina, what's going on? I figured you out. The gaslighting is over. I'm going on my own. You'll thank me later. Wait, you can't do this without me. You stay here. I'll text you the deets when I'm done. I left before she could say one more word. I'm not sure if that was the best way that could have gone. She wasn't really like a double agent like I thought. She's just kind of a super bitch. I tucked the laptop under my arm and got back in the car. I had to get out of there fast. There was too much making me want to stay and too much trouble waiting for me if I did. What was going to happen to Savy? Maybe she'd get off with a lighter charge since she didn't have the stolen property anymore. Or maybe that would just make Capra more vengeful. I eyed my field grid, probably listening to my every word. It wasn't too late for me to end this. One quick toss out of the car and it'd be smashed against the pavement. I rolled down the window and took a deep breath. If I ever wanted to really hurt Savy, I could just tell her what it smelled like in that little hideout. With the feel-good destroyed, it'd be over and done with. My link to the whole ordeal would be erased, but so would Capra's crimes. I stuck with the plan. Capra needed to be held accountable. After all they'd done to me, I was more than happy to be the one to do it. Liam would know exactly what to do with the Capra documents, how to make sure they were seen, and as for all of Savy's files on me, once I wiped the laptop, it'd actually be a pretty nice thing to have around. So I did it. I took down Capra. All from the seat of my trusty, beat-up neocab. And all I had to do was let their own words out into the light of day. The leaked documents broke just days before the vote on Sophie's Law. Suddenly, all anyone could talk about was how Capra had sold out our field grids. And whether poor Charlie had really deserved to be practically chased out of the city by an online mob. But the one thing everyone agreed on, Capra couldn't be trusted to take over every street in LO. So it all ended. Sophie's Law failed the vote, Capra had to agree to the smallest bit of public oversight, and Savy was cleared of her charges. All good things, I guess, and I still have my job. But there was nothing really keeping me in Los Ojos anymore, was there? Savy, hey, so I wasn't going to text you for a while, but I thought of a way we can work things out. I have a new piece of info that I think changes everything. Can't say more than that now. Are you off work? Text me when you are, and I'll tell you where to meet. Man, here I was hoping Lina would go after the hot doctor. I had the perfect reply, but I didn't even send it. I'd always done whatever she wanted me to do. I couldn't even remember a time I'd said no to her, even when I should have. And that other night, that was the first time I'd wondered, well, what if I did? What if I said no? And I wouldn't say it felt good, but it had felt right. I love you, Savy. No. I was ready to leave LO for good, but one last PAX couldn't hurt, right? One more for the road. I hope it's Liam. Or Carlos. Or Gideon. Really anyone but Aganon. Oh wait, I want to check my journal one last time. R.I.P. Sophie's Law. It's Liam! Hey friend. Looks like he's going back out the way that I came in originally. I'd picked Liam up at his hotel. He'd said he wanted to leave the city the same way he'd arrived, a perfectly symmetrical composition. Fine by me, but we'd been driving for a while and he hadn't said much, just heads down, tapping into some device. But he was the one person who'd maybe been through as much as I had these past few days. I hoped he wasn't facing any backlash from helping me make the Capra docs public. Everything okay? Okay, that's a very relative term these days, isn't it? What do you mean? I mean, driving out of this awful city forever and not looking back. I just can't be here anymore. I wanted a fresh start, and instead, I got a very heavy ending. Same, so very same. Do you regret it? Which part? Any of it. But I meant the stuff you sent me. The stuff. Like it was just a few recipes for cookies or something. The Liam sitting in the back seat of my cab felt like someone I really knew. A friend who made me happy just being around him. Liam, the name in my contacts to whom I'd sent a smoking gun to take down Capra. That person felt like a ghost from another life. Are you sure? He'd asked. Heart pounding, I typed yes. 100%? Yes, again. And then it was on every social feed within the hour. Federal investigations were open within 24. Sophie's Law was dead in 72. Now it felt like he was breaking some secret covenant, just bringing it up. Did I regret it? No regrets. Yeah, me neither. I guess things with your friend Savy didn't work out either. It's for the best. She showed me who she really was. And I'm grateful for that. Do you want to talk about it? Honestly, not really. I think I'm good, but thanks. You know, I know we didn't get to properly hang out, but you really helped me. I don't usually make friends when I travel, sort of try to use the time to be a bit lone wolf. But it's been, I don't know, fun, inspiring, helpful, all that. Even the way you lectured me about Capra in this very desert. Well then, you're welcome. Seeing you angry was actually sort of refreshing. Even if I was trying to deny it. Oh yeah? Well hey, if you like that, let me tell you more about my week. Oh, please do. I feel I've been hogging all the angst. Let's just say you helped me too. Are you just saying that because I said a nice thing and now you feel like you need to return the compliment? Not at all. Doubtful. Hey, it's funny, isn't it? The way this all turned out? Very. Right? The two of us in your cab, same road, opposite way. Yeah, you're right. It feels like... fate? No. I think this one's on me. That's it. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I know that depending on how you play the game, there are a couple of different endings. I'm not sure how different they are, but maybe I'll play through it again sometime and pick up some different passengers and see what other shenanigans Lina can get up to, and maybe next time we'll toss the field grid out the window. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think in the comments.